You are the type of owner who pays attention. You notice when your dog slows down on a walk to chew something from the ground, when they root around in the grass with purpose, when they seek out bitter leaves like they know exactly what they are doing. And here is the thing they do. What looks like strange behavior is actually something far older and far smarter than anything we have built in a laboratory. Your backyard is a biological pharmacy, and your dog has never forgotten how to use it. Most of us have been conditioned to panic the moment our dog eats something from the yard. We rush over, we pry open their mouth, we Google frantically. But what if the instinct driving that behavior is not a problem to solve? What if it is ancient knowledge expressing itself? Today, we are going inside the secret pharmacy growing right in your lawn, and what you find there will completely change how you see those so-called weeds. Let us start with the plant most people wage war against every spring, the dandelion. You have probably pulled hundreds of them, maybe thousands. But before you reach for the weed killer, consider what your dog already knows. Dandelions are not lawn pests. They are one of the most nutrient-dense plants growing wild in the northern hemisphere, and your dog is drawn to them for a very specific reason. Every part of the dandelion, the root, the stem, the leaf, the flower, contains a dense concentration of vitamins A, C, and K, along with calcium, potassium, iron, and manganese. Think of it as a natural multivitamin that grows back every time you try to remove it. But the real story is in the phytochemicals. Dandelion root contains compounds called taraxacin and taraxacirin. These are bitter sesquiterpene lactones, and they are not just responsible for the plant's sharp flavor. They actively stimulate bile production in the liver, which improves fat digestion and helps clear metabolic waste from the body. When your dog gnaws on a dandelion root, they are not being weird. They are performing a targeted act of digestive support. The leaves work differently. They are a natural diuretic, meaning they help flush excess fluid and support kidney function. But unlike pharmaceutical diuretics, dandelion leaves replenish potassium at the same time. The body loses potassium during fluid excretion, and most medications strip it out without replacing it. The dandelion leaf does both jobs in one package. That is not an accident. That is chemistry refined over millions of years. Now let us talk about a plant that might not even register on your radar cleavers. If you have ever walked through a hedge and come back covered in sticky green threads, you have met cleavers. Botanically known as Gallium aparine, this plant has tiny hook-like structures on its stems and leaves that cling to fur, fabric, and skin. It is easy to dismiss it as an annoying weed, but dogs seek it out with real intention, especially in early spring. Cleavers have a long history in herbal medicine as a lymphatic tonic. The lymphatic system is the body's internal drainage network. It moves immune cells, clears cellular waste, and filters pathogens. When the lymphatic system gets sluggish, whether from a winter of less movement, richer food, or just the natural slowdown that comes with cold months, the whole body feels it. Skin becomes dull, energy drops, inflammation lingers. The active compounds in cleavers, including flavonoids, tannins, and coumarins, have been shown to support lymphatic circulation and reduce localized swelling. Dogs who graze on cleavers in spring are essentially giving their immune drainage system a seasonal flush. And they do it instinctively at exactly the right time of year, which brings us to the most important piece of this whole conversation: timing. Here is something that rarely gets discussed in mainstream pet care. The plants we are talking about, dandelion, cleavers, and couch grass, all emerge in abundance during the same narrow window late April through May. And that timing is not a coincidence. Dogs, like all mammals, carry biological rhythms inherited from their ancestors. Winter means less activity, denser food sources, and a slower metabolic pace. By spring, the body has accumulated waste products, stored inflammation, and digestive sludge that needs clearing. The emergence of these specific plants in May aligns almost perfectly with what researchers now describe as a biological spring detox cycle. Your dog's body is primed in spring to seek out bitter, mineral-rich, lymphatic-supporting plants, and the environment provides exactly that. The connection is so well-timed that some animal behaviorists believe the behavior itself, the deliberate seeking and consuming of specific plants, is a form of zoopharmacognosy. That is the scientific term for self-medication in animals. It has been documented in chimpanzees, elephants, bears, and yes, domestic dogs. So when your dog makes a beeline for the dandelions in May, they are not confused. They are responding to an internal signal that has been refined over tens of thousands of years. Now let us get into the one plant that confuses dog owners more than any other couch grass. Couch grass, known scientifically as Elamis repens, is the long, flat-bladed grass that grows in thick patches and seems impossible to get rid of. Gardeners hate it, but dogs love it. And if you have ever watched your dog methodically chew long blades of it and then vomit shortly after, you have witnessed something that is both purposeful and remarkably precise. Couch grass works primarily as a mechanical tool. The long, slightly rough blades act as a physical trigger for the gag reflex when they reach the back of the throat or the stomach lining. This is not random retching. It is a controlled, intentional purge of something the dog's digestive system wants to expel, whether that is excess bile, mucus, a hairball, or fermenting material sitting too long in the gut. But the mechanical action is only part of the story. Couch grass also contains compounds including mucilage, a slippery, gel-like substance that coats and soothes the lining of the digestive tract. It also contains inulin, a prebiotic fiber that feeds beneficial gut bacteria. And it has documented antimicrobial properties, which means it can help suppress bacterial overgrowth in the intestinal environment. So your dog is not just using couch grass to make themselves sick. They are using it as a multifunction digestive tool that cleanses, soothes, and rebalances the gut in a single session. The vomiting is often the visible part of a much deeper repair process happening beneath the surface. Put all of this together, and a picture emerges that should genuinely shift how you think about your dog's relationship with the natural world. Dandelion provides targeted mineral support and liver stimulation. Cleavers activate the lymphatic system and reduce accumulated inflammation. Couch grass mechanically clears the digestive tract and soothes the gut lining. And all three appear in your yard at the exact time your dog's biology is calling for them. This is not folk medicine. It is not wishful thinking. It is a system, one that evolved long before any of us were here to observe it, and one that your dog is still running every single spring. The most important thing you can take from this is not to panic when your dog grazes. It is to pay attention. Watch which plants they choose. Notice the season. Observe how they behave afterward. Your dog is giving you information every time they reach for something in the yard, and learning to read that behavior is one of the most underrated skills you can develop as an owner. The backyard pharmacy has always been open. Your dog has always known how to use it. Now so do you. If this changed how you see your dog's relationship with nature, there is a lot more where that came from. Keep watching to learn what other everyday dog behaviors are actually intelligent, instinct-driven decisions. Your dog has been trying to tell you things for years. The more you understand the language behind the behavior, the stronger and more trusting your relationship becomes. Start paying attention differently, because what you see next might surprise you. Thanks for watching. If you loved this video, scan the QR code on the screen right now to subscribe and join the Pawsome Life family. Give your dog a belly rub for us, and we will see you in the next video.